Hey guys, welcome back to RHR Jen. I'm so glad you're here. Guys, I have such a good show for you today. Okay, let's talk. On Friday, I did one of my favorite videos I've done recently besides betrayal. Friday's video was the audacity, which if you're a fan of Real Housewives, you understand why I'm saying the audacity. Ramona can only say it as audacity, but the audacity because it has to do with Harry and Meghan's demands. Well, guess what? Guess what? They're back. That's right. They're making more demands. And I'm here to talk about it. If you're new here, hi, welcome. I'm Jen. Make sure you subscribe. Go back and watch this video. I had a lot of fun, and we're going to have a lot of fun in this one. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the thumbs up, and leave me comments, as all of those helps YouTube to recommend my videos. And I sincerely appreciate that. And I appreciate all of you. So, good news. If you're not aware, get aware of Rachel. Rachel, the curious pilot. She is a Megxiter and she is wonderful. She's been diving deep into the Invictus of it all and uncovering a lot of really good stuff. So check her out. You can tell that I'm subscribed. I actually hyped her last video. She's amazing. I'm going to be sitting down and interviewing her in the next couple of days. So if you have questions for her, leave them in the comments below and get ready because I can't wait. She's like really taking off, pun intended, because she's also a pilot, but she's taking off big. They were talking, like Paula Froelich was talking about her. Oh, how cool is that? So if you have questions, leave them in the comments below. But let's talk about what those two are up to today, shall we? Yeah, it's real dumb. Here we go. All right. So just to refresh your memory, Harry and Meghan are making demands. What's that you say? How are they in the position to demand anything? They're not. Not even a little bit. And so I can't stop laughing about it. Oh, but they're back with more. So guess what? I have more demands. Let me remind you of my demands, and then we'll go into theirs because I promise mine are a lot more fun. First go around, my demands were what was it? Jamie Dornan, brownies with no calories, and a big pile of cash. Well, since here you go, since this is taking up, this is what catching steam, traction, whatever you want to use there, since this is catching on even bigger, well, my demands have gotten bigger. I got to thinking, what am I going to demand this time? And I think I came up with a pretty good list. Are you ready? This is where I want you to let me know your demands in the comments below. By the way, thank you to everybody who did that last time. I'm cracking up. I loved your demands. A lot of you demanded to hang out with me, and I say, heck yeah, I demand the same thing. My demands this go round are this. I want Greg Davis doing a full Taskmaster stare down, calling me a naughty little chaos goblin in that deep voice of his. Listen, I don't judge your taste. You don't judge mine. I want calorie-free, dark chocolate cake, even like a flourless cake. Delicious. And I want a Scrooge McDuck style pool of gold coins that I can swan dive into and swim around in. Those are my demands. And I demand that we all hang out, drink tea, laugh at the idiots together. What do you say? Ian? Let me know. Let me know your demands in the comments below. But seriously, these two are out there demanding things again. So I thought, okay, sure. A lot of stories come out about these two. You never know. But this one actually is picking up steam and traction. Again, I reported on it when I first read about it on Friday. Well, over the weekend, it's picked up more. 48 hours later? The Express is talking about this. Sky News has been running with it front and center. It's all over Reddit and social media as well. And they're calling it her diva demands. In fact, I found another article, which I will show you, that claims that they have some of the demands. You're going to want to see them to believe them. But it does seem to be taking off and getting traction. So in case you missed it, or in case you don't know what I'm talking about, it's all about Invictus coming up. Of course, they are set to go to Birmingham. I always have to think about how to say that. I'm from the South. I would say that Birmingham, but no, that's not right. So Birmingham. There you go. They're going back to Birmingham. See, now I sound crazy, but anyway, you know where they're going. And they're making demands, apparently, allegedly, whatever. And they're expecting, let's just take a look at the article and then we'll make fun of it. That's what I do. Here we go. So the article is showing that the palace is outraged with this list. Okay. So Prince Harry has allegedly left members of the royal family outraged after sending in a list of demands on behalf of his wife. So the last go around, the demand we heard was that she be treated with respect. And I say it like that because, wow, you can't demand respect, as you guys so brilliantly pointed out in the comments. And I am screaming from the rooftops, one does not demand respect. You can demand it all you want. It doesn't mean you're going to get it. You earn people's respect. And you get that by showing people respect. Not by the things that these two have been, not by the hair machine, no, not by the things that these two have been up to. That's not gonna coax anybody to give them anything except for maybe the middle finger. And that's deserved. You don't have to demand that. That just happens anywhere they go. But I just think this is so silly. So they're talking about this trip this summer to get ready for the Invictus games. Okay, so it's Birmingham 2027 is the Invictus games, but they are going back this summer. So it says he is expected to return in July to attend the one-year countdown event to the Invictus and the Well Child Awards. It has not been confirmed whether his wife, that's got to chap her ass. It does. Just being called his wife. I think that's brilliant and fantastic, but it's got to bug her. So let's keep doing that. His wife's going to be mad. All right. The Sussexes have not visited the UK as a family since 2022. When they all came, I'm sorry, I just had to pause and think of it. Okay. Yeah. When they all came back for the late Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations. Did they all come back? Because I think it was just Harry and Meghan. Anyway, Harry and Meghan made another trip to the UK that year, a few months later, to attend the Queen's funeral. Now, ahead of their trip to the UK, reports claim that the couple have already started to ruffle feathers within the palace, largely due to that one's string of demands. That's not the only reason they're ruffling feathers. They're ruffling feathers because they're awful people. Who do they think they are? Hello. I want an inflated sense of self like these two. Seriously, again, I've said before, if I could go through the world as dumb as these two, I think I'd be happier. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. All right. Harry says he has no choice based on how badly things have gone in the past. Whose fault is that? Numbnuts. I would say it was yours. Who you gonna call? Who you gonna blame? King Pa. No. Seriously, who is he trying to blame for this? Whose fault is it? Because I don't remember the royal family talking crap about you guys. I think it's the other way around. The last thing he wants is Meghan walking into a situation where she feels judged. Oh my God. Again, lest we forget, Judgy Wudgy was a bear. Judgy Wudgy, I can't say that right. You know what I mean? These two judge everybody. And then they just cut people off. So they censor them or they go whatever and make it where nobody can answer back. They're cowards. They're terrible people. Anyway, the source added that one is caught in a tricky predicament. Are you? No, you're not. Just don't come back. As he wants to keep his father on his side. Of course he does. He doesn't care about his dad, though. He's using, in my opinion, just my opinion, he's using the kids as leverage. He talks about how unsafe it is in the UK. He hasn't, to my knowledge, to most of our knowledge, brought the kids back for a visit with King Pa, Burger King Pa. So what are we talking about? Again, how is that keeping dad on the good side? You just want his wallet on your good side. That's all. And the hope that maybe he'll ask you back to cut a ribbon or something so you can be half in, half out like you keep trying to be. But they said Harry's move has not gone down well with the royals. Okay. I don't think the royals pay attention to Hank and Skank at all. I'm sure Palace and, whatever, the courtiers are probably like, I feel like William is just such a good sport and probably a lot of fun to work with. So you got to figure once you're in his inner circle, you know how Harry and Meghan did that thing where, I know it's your brother. I just got to think like Prince William has got his own thing going on with the courtiers, like my brother, my God. Anyway. Yeah, so it's not gone down well with the royals. I doubt the royals give two blankety blanks about Hank and Skank. They allege that a large number of senior royals are outraged that Harry had the audacity to make all these demands ahead of his trip. So again, the only thing I had heard, I have an eyelash that's making me nuts. The only thing I had heard, oh, look at this, it's so cute, is that he was demanding respect for Meghan. And again, we said, that's not how that works. Good luck with that. They're both horrible to the royal family, Her Majesty the late Queen, the citizens of the UK. I mean, the list goes on and on. The press, you name it, they're horrible to them. Anybody that dares criticize them, they're horrible to them. So who like, nobody expects any different from them. So I don't know that people would be outraged. It's just like, who do you think you are making demands of anybody, right? The fact that once again, it all centers around Meghan, presumably ensuring she's treated with kid gloves. Or what? Why do people catering and kowtowing to her? Is that the word? I think it is. Why do people keep doing that? It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Nobody wants her there. That's the thing. I always hear that Invictus, like, the people are mad, right? And they've said a number of people have boycotted the event and sponsors have allegedly pulled out. By the way, if you have an Audi, good for you, because I think they're one of the sponsors that allegedly pulled out. So, remember that big pile of money I asked for? Maybe I'll use it to buy an Audi in show of solidarity. Now put what did I say? Greg Davis in the passenger seat, and you can call me a naughty little chaos goblin. Will you guys call me a naughty little chaos goblin? Do you want to leave those in the comments below? Seriously though, I mean, I'm making jokes, but this really is ridiculous. It truly is. This is ludicrous as per usual. Let's get into some of the demands that are allegedly being thrown around, because I have thoughts on those too. This is according to Closer News. Here we go. Your demands are too much. I'm not going to read all this, but look. According to our insider, among Meghan's extravagant requests are the use of the Princess of Wales glam squad. No fucking way. What? Who said that? No way. An entourage with Norland nannies. Okay. I don't know if I find that less believable than the glam squad, because they're not bringing their kids. They couldn't dare risk the kids show them up. There's no way. An entourage. Let's see. I read that. Children's fashion stylist. Is that for Harry? Does he need his big boy pants? All right. She apparently wants to stay at Prince William and Kate's. No, not Kate. Catherine. Former London residents during the time in the UK. The Waleses lived in the 4-story, 20-room wing with nurseries, 5 reception rooms, and staff quarters before they relocated to Adelaide Cottage with their children, George, Charlotte, Louis. Okay. I don't believe it. And they can request all they want. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. But let's play devil's advocate and said, we demand this. Isn't the palace going to say, too bad? Like, good luck with that. But you're not doing a service for the palace, so why do you think you can demand things out of the palace? It makes no sense. They would be squatters, wouldn't they? They would just go in there, move their crap in, and just be like, all right, we're here now. I think Meghan's too much of a coward to come back. I have a theory on all this, but I'm just telling you, if for some reason, they never would, they got into this place, again, never happening, they would just not leave. It would be Andrew and the Royal Lodge, right? Where they'd have to just get him out in the middle of the night. So anyway, yeah, good luck with that. Meghan's demanding a stay, at 1A Kensington Palace. Oh, me too. I demand that too. She wants to have a team go in beforehand to ensure the entire place is non-toxic. Oh, I'm sorry. If we're going non-toxic, we're going to have to make sure Harry and Meghan are nowhere near it. What are we talking about? Which includes purchasing from her list of approved kitchenware to overhauling the cleaning. Okay. Am I having a stroke? Are you having a stroke? Are we all collectively having a stroke? What are we talking about? What's happening here? I smell burnt toast. Seriously though. What? Okay. Again, we were talking about Invictus, right? It's a 3-day event. I've been to Birmingham. It's not near here. So what are they going to make I don't know how long it was. It was a couple hour train ride, I think. Are they going to do that? each day for not for what am I saying? Almost said for Notting Hill for Invictus. What? None of this makes any sense. Not at all. And normally I'd be like, well, the press has this wrong. No, I believe the children are our future. No, I believe anytime I act silly, I always get comments saying, "Are you drunk?" No, I'm not. I'm just so up to here with their BS. It's just fun for me to rattle off the craziness. That's where I live. Welcome. Join me. Hi. Seriously though, what even if okay, first of all, I don't think Meghan's coming. Even if she did, why in the world would the palace have to bend to her demands? And even if they did, why in the world would they give her this? They, from my understanding and according to betrayal, even when Harry wanted to come back, I don't know, during one of his 5,000 lawsuits. No, maybe it was when he was the Fab Four were splitting up. He what did he do? He wanted to move his office away from Prince William's. So allegedly he asked the Queen for space in Windsor Castle and she said, "No, no, no." Mm-mm. She gave him a little bit of space at Buckingham Palace and of course he said, "That's not fair." Mm. So, how why? Does he think that King Charles is just going to be like, "Okay." And then like rub his head. No, no, he's still attacking them. Nobody's giving him jack. Even if he was a full on whatever working member of the royal family, even when they didn't just get the things they want from the way I understand it. Like you have to, at the time it was talked about, I believe again, it was talked about betrayal, it was talked about, I'm pointing to my books, revenge, things like that. You had to make a case to the Queen, basically. And so now, since she's gone, it had to be make your case to King Charles. It's his decision. So what makes him think that King Charles is going to just forget all the things that Dumb and Dumberton have said and done to make this happen? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. So yeah. Meghan's also said to want a full entourage, including private chefs, a yoga instructor, 2 Norland College trained nannies to the same standard as those hired for William and Catherine's children, and a stylist for Archie. Sorry. When I hit my level of BS, my head starts spinning. That was me having an exorcist moment. On a funny side note, I do that noise so much now that my Gosling has started doing that. It was I'm recording this on Sunday night. It's Mother's Day today. And I don't remember what it was. I said, "Kid, you got to eat some broccoli." Her response was, I believe the children are our future. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Sure. Okay. So Meghan wants full use of the royal glam squad, including first dibs on Catherine's hairstylist and makeup artists, as well as having a stylist, La Roche, flown in for public engagements. Okay. All right. If you know any words that rhyme with smuck toff, then that's probably what applies here. Seriously, though, what are we talking about? It's making it sound like these two are moving back. It's not happening. Even if they came back for Invictus, this makes no sense. No sense. And even for Meghan, because I know 3 days she packs 37 suitcases or whatever ridiculous number it is, that none of it makes any sense ever. But I'm telling you, this is even far-fetched for her. It's picking up steam and growing legs and all the weird puns or what's the word I'm looking for? Examples that I can't think of, but it really makes no sense at all. It doesn't. So then it's probably true. Oh God, I have more thoughts. I'm pulling up my notes. They have zero leverage in any of this. They exited in 2020. What year is this? What are we doing? Why do they think it's okay to burden the taxpayers further? Remember, they called you all the ist words. Think about the extra security, hotel lockdowns, all the crap that they'll pull, and then this crap, and what? This is bigger than one big trip. Okay. So here's what I really think is going on. Plot along with me. Put on your evil thinking cap. Okay. Tell me if you think this is what's happening. First of all, for Harry, I think it's a reconciliation trap. He keeps floating these olive branches with Invictus and Well Child, and again, the grandkids. But the demands keep sabotaging them. Okay, it's a cycle. Drama ensues, and it's ensuring distance while they monetize that victim narrative. Recent reports of Meghan spiraling and the couple not happy suggest internal pressure is mounting. Oh, I would love to be a fly on the wall for that bank account. Don't you? What would that be like? What would those conversations be like? You can let me know that in the comments as well. Harry, I'm spending $20,000 on a pair of flip-flops. And he's like, yes, dear. She's like, you didn't say it fast enough. I'm spending 40 grand. What? I think the public is fatigued. The media is fatigued. They have no long-term plan or stability or anything versus King Charles and Prince William prioritizing duty and public service over that idiot couple's chaos. I think what it is, honestly, is that by over pumping these demands, first of all, they're putting these stories out there for attention. Okay. They are over pumping up the demands, is my opinion, because they know they'll be told no. Then they get to cycle back into, we're victims. They're the Eastwards. But also, it would allow them to be the big cowards that I believe they are. Meghan won't go back there. I don't think so. I think that she will find a reason or call this not fair. They're not treating me the same way. Bleh. So she'll back out. That's just my opinion. I think it's just really all a distraction and all a means to back out. They have caught so much flack on this thing. Now, the only thing that might not make them back out, none of this is going to happen. I'll say that, in my opinion. But meaning none of their demands. You can demand all you want. Again, where's Greg Davis? Hello. Where's my Jamie Dornan? What's happening here? I demand some stuff. But truly, I wonder if they're pushing out these ludicrous demands just to be told no so they can continue the victim narrative and so they can save face for not being able to go. The only thing that might change that is in my opinion, it feels like they broke. The way that they're pushing as ever, it doesn't scream really good business. And who knows? I'm not in their bank account. They may be Scrooge McDuck swimming in a pool with money. Probably not, but they might be. So who knows? But I just wonder. Okay, I wonder if these demands are going to get them a no, which is what they're banking on. They get to play victim. They get to write books about it, make more money, or they're pushing out these demands, play victim, and will still go. I don't know. I'm thinking this out. I think he'll go. I don't think she will because they need the money. They need the money that they scrape off these appearances, allegedly, right? But I don't know if she'll go. I don't know. Let me know in the thoughts let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know your opinion on all this. I find this completely fascinating. I really do. Let me know your thoughts. Is it just me? Do you find it fascinating? I don't know. Tell me your demands. That's the part I'm most excited about. And tell me what you think Meghan's demands will be. Not this list here because I could have guessed that. She's going to demand that people curtsy to her. Your Royal Highness. I don't know. Tell me what you think her demands will be. I could make some jokes about Harry, but I'll leave it. She demands Harry not get near her, but Marcus is near her. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know your demands. Let me know what you think she'll demand. Let me know what's behind all this. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And also, let me know what you think about me talking to Rachel in the next couple of days. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let me know what you think about Rachel's wonderful. So let me know what questions you might have for Rachel. And I'll try to get those over to her. I can't wait to talk to her very soon and check out her videos as well. And that's going to do it for me. Thank you for being here. Oh, did you see my name today? Fire Engine Red. This is a different look. I haven't worn this before. It's actually a vest. I thought it was fun. And it's got, well, I pinned it, but I thought it was cool. And then I just went with like a red lip. So fire engine. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on all this. I was feisty today. I like being feisty. Let me know your thoughts. If you want to further support the show, there are several ways you can do that. Check out my merch. I've got the flock. I've got Team Catherine. I've got Everything's Fine. I've got all kinds of stuff. Thank you to everybody who's picked that up. I appreciate that. What else? Check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. It's got tons of bonus episodes, lots of deep dives. I just did one for Mother's Day with Catherine, Princess of Wales, being so wonderful around the kids and being so cute, and lots of videos with that. So it's not all Harry and Meghan stuff. It's a lot Harry and Meghan over there, but it's also not. I do some Victoria Beckham deep dives. I recap Sex and the City. I do all kinds of stuff over there. So check that out. And thank you to every executive producer who supports me. You mean the world to me. I appreciate that. All right, that's going to do it for me. I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. Take care of yourself. Hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. Hi, how are you? Hold on. Oh, here he is. What do you think? Oh, cantankerous. Oh, where's his Oh, yeah, here we go. Hey, cantankerous, what do you think about their demands? You think they'll get what they want? No, he doesn't think so. I don't think so either. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, I can't cover up the bow. Yeah, no, it's not happening. You can demand all you want. And again, to you, I say good luck. Let's see how that goes. But truly, do let me know in the comments. My questions are, will she show? Will she shored by the seashore? Will she show in, what is it, the summer? Will she, why is that hard to say, she show? Will she show up for this round? Will she show up for Invictus 2027, the main event? What do you think are on her list of demands? What are on your list of demands? Let me know. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I hope you all have the best day. A huge thank you to everybody who leaves me the most kind, wonderful, caring comments. I just want you to know you mean the world to me. Thank you. And I'm sending you all big, goosey hugs. All right. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Take care. Bye-bye. I am fired up today. I love videos like this. I really do. When I can just be feisty and off the cuff and off the hip and all this stuff. My birthday is in a couple weeks. I'm so excited. Yep. I don't usually make a huge deal out of it, but it's fun. Why not? And my bestie, thank you, bestie, is sending me the Hugo Vickers book. I can't wait. So as soon as I get my paws on that, I'll be reading that, and we'll hit the highlights and the lowlights. I know there's some Harry and Meghan drama in there, but it's not in the US. So my bestie in the UK sending it to me. Thank you. So that will be soon, but I love doing videos like this where I can just off the cuff. If you're new here, I used to do stand-up. So I just keep thinking, I don't know if I'm a stand-up, but maybe should I try it again? Let me know. I had the most wonderful comment. Thank you, Maria. Maria said she would fly from Spain to see me if I did stand-up again. What? Maria, you make better wishes than that. Come on. Maria, you're wonderful. No, but seriously, it's like, whoa, that is really kind. Anyway, I'm just talking. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Take care of yourself. Stay healthy. Bye-bye. Oh, Maria, you're the best. Thank you.